Hey guys, what's up and welcome to iCode. Guys, I want to tell you something. You know what?
Hey, it's great to be back.
Yes, it's great to be back. And guys, really thanks for your support. We have crossed 1000 subscribers and that's pretty awesome. And I'm also super excited to tell you that iCode is now going to have a new video every day on its channel for the next 60 days, for the next 2 months. And that's pretty awesome, right? Yes. And also, so soon we are gonna start a new series on Unity game development as well as web development series. So stay tuned for that. Well, with that being said, let's get started. So in this video, we're gonna actually learn about navigation bars and toolbars so that we could use them in our iPhone app. So let's get started. So open up Xcode, go to Xcode, go to File, New, Project. And yes, single view application, so tap on next and the project name as navigation bar. That's it, and save this on desktop. Create, and that's it. Great. Now quickly jump over to main.storyboard so that we could design our app. So yes, we are in the main.storyboard, and now let me just select iPhone 5s. I generally like iPhone 5s, I don't know why, but I really like that. Great. Now let us just drag in a navigation bar. So go to object library right down here. So go to object library and type in navigation bar, and there it is, navigation bar. So drag it onto your screen and just put it right here. Then there you go, this is our navigation bar. You can actually change the title of navigation bar by just double tapping on that. So just double tap on that and let me just change the title, something like navigation bar. That's it, and that's pretty cool. So let me just put it right here and let me just run this on iPhone 5s simulator so that we could know how it actually looks in our iPhone. So let me just run this, and there you go. This is how a navigation bar looks in your iPhone app, right at the top with the title. And that's it. Now you can actually see how it actually looks in different orientations. For example, let me just go to landscape mode. And here you can see that it extends to the end of the screen without actually using any auto layout feature. No need to use any auto layout feature for the navigation bar. It actually extends itself to the ends of the screen, as you can see right here. And that's pretty cool. Okay, let me just go back to the portrait mode, and there you go. Yes. Now we can actually add some buttons to the navigation bar so that user can have some interactions with the iPhone app. Okay. So let us just add some buttons to our navigation bar. For that, what you need to do is you need to go to object library right here, right at the bottom, and here you need to type bar button, and now there it is. This is the bar button. What you need to do is you need to just drag this and put it in the navigation bar. That's it. And there it is. This is your bar button. You can actually change the name for this bar button by just double tapping on this, and let me just change the name. Maybe something like camera, and that's cool. Now let me just go to landscape mode and let me just see how it actually looks in landscape mode. And here, yes, it looks fine. Actually, pretty awesome. And yes, let me just go to portrait mode, and okay. Now let me just see if this particular button actually works. For that, what you need to do is you need to connect this particular button to our viewcontroller.swift file, right? So let me just connect this particular button to viewcontroller.swift by just tapping on this assistant editor. And now let me just get rid of this left pane so that I could get some space. Let me just drag this, and that's fine. Now let me just tap on this camera, control drag, and place it right here. And the connection is of type action as it is a button. So action and the name as camera, and connect. And now this particular button is actually connected to this viewcontroller.swift, and now we can write some code. You can actually make some interactions. So let me just type in print button tabbed so that we could confirm whether this particular button is working or not. So that's it, and let me just run this on the simulator to check if the button is actually working. The button in the navigation bar. So it's running, And let me just tap on this button, camera, and right here you can see that this button is actually working, and that's great. It's actually working fine. So let me just get rid of this, and yes, where is my left pane? Okay, it's right here. Now let me just go to main.storyboard. Yes, now, and guys, you can actually change this button. I meant to say that you can actually change the type of this button by just tapping on this button, and from here you can actually change it. Right now it is in custom mode. You can actually change it to something like add, so that you can see a plus sign right here as your bar button, or you can actually choose edit, you can actually choose done, or you can actually even choose compose. You actually see this in apps like Gmail or any mail kind of thing. So this is how you use it. And for example, camera, and there you go, you actually got a camera button right here. You can actually change the color for this camera as well by just tapping on this button. Go to tint, tap on this tint, and you can actually change the color, and this looks pretty okay, I think so. So let me just close this, and right now it looks fine. Let me just run this again in iPhone 5s so that you can see if this button is still working or not. So let me just tap on this button, and right here you can see that this button is actually working, and that's pretty cool. And generally navigation bars have two buttons, right? Well, if you can see in any app, generally navigation bars have one button on left and one button on right. So let me just drag in another button and put it right here, and let me just choose some other system item, something like bookmarks. Bookmarks is generally used at the bottom of the screen, not at top. Okay, let me just go to action, and even this is used at the bottom. Oh my god, what I'm doing. Maybe reply, and this is cool. Maybe, I don't know, maybe compose. Yeah, compose is cool. So that's it with the navigation bar. And now let me just tell you about toolbar. So how to use a toolbar. Toolbar is generally at the bottom of your iPhone screen. In any app, in almost every app, you see a toolbar right at the bottom of your iPhone screen. So how to use a toolbar? So what you need to do is go to your object library, type in toolbar, yeah, right here. So let me just drag it and put it at the bottom. And let me just see if it looks the same way in other orientations as well. And if you can see in the landscape mode, yeah, it looks fine. It acts just as a navigation bar. It extends itself to the ends of the screen without using any auto layout feature. And that's pretty cool. Now let me just go back to the portrait mode, and now as you can see, we have got an item right here. You can actually change it as well as we have done in the navigation bar. So tap on this item. And right here you can actually change it again. Maybe bookmarks. Great. And now let me just drag in another button, and that's again a bar button. Bar button. Where is bar button? Yes, bar button. Now let me just drag it and put it on the right side of this particular toolbar, and you can see that it's actually not fitting on the right side. Rather, if I just leave this item, it goes to the left side, and that's pretty strange. It is not acting as a navigation bar. Guys, toolbar is not a navigation bar. It's quite different. Now, how to make this particular item? Okay, let me just change the name, something like reply or done, something like that. Done. Yes. Now, how to just move this done button to the right of this toolbar? How to do it? Now, what you need to do is you need to use this particular flexible space bar button item. You need to just drag this and put it on the center of these two buttons, and now if you can see, you got this done button on the right side and this particular bookmarks button on the left side. You can actually see if this works in other orientations as well by just tapping on this particular landscape mode, and yes, it's actually working. So let me just go back to the portrait mode, and right here, okay, that's fine. Now let me just drag in another bar button item so that we could have another button right at the center, so that we could use it for something like, you know, send, anything like that. So let me just drag it and put it right here, and here you can see again it's actually going to the left or the right, not at the center. So let me just drop it somewhere, maybe at left. Now, how to make this particular item come to the center. So again, we need to use this flexible space bar button item. So drag it and put it at the center, right between this particular two items, and leave this so that you could see that this particular item is now at the center. This is how you make a particular toolbar with three buttons, one at the right, one at the left, and one right at the center of this particular toolbar. Let me just change the name of this, something like send. You can actually change the color for the send. So send, and tint, you can actually go for some red color or something like that. And that's cool. You can actually check with the other sizes of the screen. Maybe 5S, looks cool. 7 Plus, iPhone 7 Plus, great. So that's it. This is how you use navigation bars and toolbars in your iPhone app. And it's that easy. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll be back with another awesome iOS development video. And guys, I'm gonna start a new video series on Swift 3 animations so soon. Stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe, and see ya.